Well, it's another week done. Last week driving this hire van, this Renault Master, because we're picking up the new van on Monday. And it's been an okay week. I didn't do any work on the Courier exchange whatsoever. Morning everyone, it's Monday the 29th of January and we are at Manchester Airport cargo area and just at one of the companies here waiting for me freight to be brought out to me. I wonder if it's him that's unloading that wagon. Maybe he's going to unload that first and then do me, but that wagon looks nearly empty now. And I'm taking this to Harrogate. This is some hazardous goods. And then from Harrogate, I'm going over to Brough and going to East Midlands Airport. So I've got work today from my customer. And we're going to mark time this week. This will be the last week in a hire van. I'm off Monday following because that's the day I'm picking up the new van. Fingers crossed. And this van's going back. So we'll see what the rest of the week brings. Trouble is with the airport, sometimes it's like hurry up and wait, because you gotta get in, show your ID, hand your release documents in. I'm sure all those who air freight a lot will be very familiar with it. Then you're waiting for him to come out of that door there and bring the stuff out to you. So hurry up and wait is how we're starting off the week. Got pretty much a full day's work today because I always like to get finished earlier on a Monday or in time so that I can rehearse with the lads from the band, because we've got some gigs coming up soon, so need to get nice and tight so we can sound like a load of wailing cats. I'll keep you informed how the rest of the week goes. How we do? Tuesday today. I don't know if there's a lot of wind noise here, you can never tell when you've not got the microphone on, but it's the 30th of January and we are in Holyhead. Just dropped off, it's about 12 o'clock. Thought I'd give you a nice view for a change instead of looking at just my ugly mug. And I've dropped off at a boat yard, which is just beyond them buildings there. Just watched a big police launch getting winched out. And beautiful part of the world, but no work. So we'll see if we can pick anything up. I doubt it. Probably end up driving past sort of like Bangor and heading towards Chester that way, and then we'll see if we can pick anything up there. But it is a nice part of the world to be, isn't it? I get well paid for this, so it's not too bad, and then we'll take it from there. And this is the last week that we'll have this wonderful Renault. It served a purpose, but to be perfectly honest with you, I don't think I'd buy one. I'm not going to slag it too much because it's getting me work, isn't it? But what a glorious day today. It's not the warmest day, but it is nice and bright. Anyway, let's crack on because I've got some food in the food warmer. So we'll find some fuel, park up in a lay-by, eat that, and head back to civilization. See you later on in the week. 1st of February, it's the morning. It's about just before 8 a.m. and we are on our way down south to the Bristol area. So what happened yesterday and the day before that? So I think when you left me, I was poncing about filming a scene in a scene. Sounds like I'm a movie director, doesn't it? I'm just some fat bloke with his iPhone. Filming in Anglesey, wasn't I? Showing you the delivery I made. And I drove home from Anglesey. There was nothing. Not a sniff of work anywhere around there. And I just went home. In the end, drove home. Because by the time that the work was coming up, I figured I was near home. So I went home. Now, yesterday, I got work from my customers. Again, no CX work. I did a collection out of Leeds in the morning. Late morning. Which is going for air freight, so I picked them up, went and picked up the customs documents, etc. from the Wythenshawe area, and then took the freight to Manchester Airport cargo area to one of the companies there. And then following that, I drove to Southport and picked up documents, government type documents and paperwork in these secure boxes, which I take down to Hayes to a bonded warehouse there. It's a regular run that comes out for this company. They go every day, and we all kind of take turns in doing them. There's 2 regular runs. One goes from Liverpool, one goes to Southport. They're not the most popular of jobs because of the time, but you've got to do your turn, and you do, you don't pick it up till like anywhere between 1:30, 2 o'clock. Then you're going to make your way to Hayes, and then you've obviously got to get back. Or if you're choosing to pick a job out down south in the morning, you tramp out or stay in a hotel. But I had no intention of staying. But I was already getting good pay for the day. It was a really well-paid day because I did the 2 jobs. But it's a long day. I mean, I picked my first one up at 11, and then I got home about 10 at night. So, it's an 11-hour day. It's enough. But decent money. But sometimes they have work coming out of the south in the morning, and they will put you up in a hotel if that's the case. But there wasn't any work coming out from the south, and I wasn't even looking to pick up a back load. I just went home, because at that time of night, you want to go home, don't you? I missed the match again, so I listened to it on the radio, and City managed to beat Burnley, which we didn't expect anyway. But Liverpool won as well, so we're not catching up with them. We're kind of just keeping pace with them at the moment. So that leads today, and today I picked up from the Blackburn area for basically a defence industry job, and I'm taking it to the Bristol area. And again, I get well paid for this because I actually get paid from leaving my house to go to Blackburn and then go to Bristol. And again, I don't think I'll be looking for a backload because, I'll be quite tired, I think. I'll be in Bristol area before lunchtime, and unless there's something going maybe to next door's house, I'll probably head back. Unless, of course, they say, can you go and get this? In which case I'll do it, because I'm not working for miserly CX rates there, am I? I'm working for decent rates. So then I'll do it. But I think really I'll just head home. This bloody Renault van's starting to annoy me because the side door, every now and again, it doesn't shut. Well, it shuts, but there must be a fault with the sensor in it. And every now and again it starts bleeping and telling me the door's not shut. I think at some point in its life, someone might have either had a go at trying to get in it, or someone's tried to shut the door when the lobe was maybe slightly protruding out. So the top of the door, ever so slightly, comes out a little bit. But when it starts bleeping, it's annoying, man. It gets right on your tits. But small world problems, I know. And I've only got the van. It's only going to be working one more day after this. It's going to be working tomorrow. And I'll be taking delivery of the new van. And whilst I was at Blackburn this morning, you know what? I didn't ask your name, pal, but it's because I was being distracted by the forklift driver. I met someone who was working for another firm, who was, getting some goods of his own, and he watches the channel and said hello. So that's nice, isn't it? Eh? So it's nice to meet you, mate. And he's had a sneak preview of the new van. He knows what it is. I'm sure everyone else does, really. I suppose it's not all that exciting. It's only exciting to me. So that'll be it for today. Probably we'll drive home just to get home, turn and burn, get home, so I can get home late afternoon. chill out, rest out, and then work tomorrow. And then Monday I'm off because this van's going back and I'm going to Liverpool. My mate's taking me to pick up the new Chariot Fat Anvil Logistics, and then Monday afternoon I'll probably be putting all my gear in it and sorting out bits and bats and things like that. Oh, I'll have to take some pictures, won't I, for the CX? You've got to take pictures front, back and side, doors open, doors shut, all that malarkey, upload all my insurances and everything for it, and then probably spend about 3 days being blocked because their trusted system is so useless. But because I'm not using it so much, I'm not overly worried. But it is a bit of a faff. And I think also what I'm going to do is I deleted the delivery app because I never really did much with it. But I'm going to put it back on when I get this new van. The reason being, one is it's free. And you never know, there might be the odd backload for me. Because since I'm doing most of my work at the moment for this customer, it's really only backloads I'm interested in on the CX. So I figured they're cheap anyway. I might as well put the delivery app back on as well because that's free. And the work itself tends to be a little bit cheaper. But you never know, there might be something in an area where I'm going. So I'm going to put that app back on, which means uploading a load of gumph again. So I thought I'll wait until I get the new van, do it all at once. So that's what's occurring at the moment. I'll round off the week probably tomorrow, if I've not bored you too much by then. Friday today, last day of the week, and probably the last day of me working with this Renault Master. Not moaning too much about it, it got me some work, but I am looking forward to Monday, day off Monday. Pick the new van up about 10:30 in Liverpool, and I'll get it home and I'll try to put as much of the things I want in the van ready to start work Tuesday. I'm going to put some, I don't know what they're called, but them bars with the holes in that go along the side, I've got some of those. I'm going to fix them along the middle on the side. Some cargo nets that I'm going to fit on the side as well for stowage. And just generally kit it out, get it ready. My ADR kit in, find a place with fire extinguishers, everything like that. And I am looking forward to having my own van back, as in a van of my own, not that, because obviously my previous one's gone. And just being settled in general. So what's been happening today? Well, today my customers arranged for me to have a job from Manchester Airport, collect some air freight. I had to wait a little bit for it to clear customs and then take it to Sunderland, which is where I am coming back from at the moment. I'm on the A19. And they've also given me a part load back, so I'm not moaning. So I'm going to pick up from just outside the York area and take that back to Manchester Airport. So, happy days for me. Got a job up to Sunderland and got basically half of the distance back, haven't I? So that'll do me nicely, and thank you very much. That'll round me week off. It's been an okay week. I mean, they're not busy, compared to what they were like before Christmas. But they have found me work every day this week. So it's not been a bad week for me. I haven't taken any work off the CX because, quite frankly, one, I've not needed to, and two, there's not been an awful lot on there, really. And I know that I wouldn't get those jobs because they're going far too cheap. And as long as it's quiet and there's a lot of drivers battling for the same work, that's what's going to happen. So financial wise, it's not too bad. It'll certainly do. And we'll we'll keep plodding on and hope things pick up a bit more as the weeks move on. Financially wise for me, well, I've had open wallet surgery because I've had to send about £8,000 to the dealers, which is obviously the deposit on my new van. And then I've had to pay like an additional premium on my insurance because this is a more expensive van, so they charged an additional premium for it. And then I've had to also pay out another £500 for some gap cover because it's not essential gap cover, but I would certainly highly recommend it for people. Obviously, what that means basically is if my vehicle was written off and you owe money on finance, which I will do, it makes sure that you're basically brought back to the invoice price on your van. So it's more peace of mind for me whilst I've got outstanding finance on a van. My aim is to pay the finance off a lot quicker than the actual term. I've kept the term for 4 years, but it's roughly the same payments as I had on the other van. But in this particular instance, I intend to put extra money away and pay lump sums off as we go along and get that down to as low as possible, get the van paid off as quickly as possible. I mean, it's a perfectly manageable amount a month, but if you can pay it and you've got the money in your company, then pay it, I say. Because if you've got the money in your company, at the year end comes along and you're showing that extra money, then Prince Charles's pals, or not Prince Charles, King Charles's mates from HM Revenue and Customs are going to nick it as some of it as corporation tax, aren't they? Because you're showing a profit. So you might as well sling it off what you owe, is what I say. Not everyone thinks the same as me, obviously. So how's all your weeks been this week? How have you done? Let us know. I have found, looking at the Courier exchange feed, because I've not obviously used it, that it's been a little bit slack, which is to be expected. It is January, well, it's February now. And looking at the chat group, not so good. Most people are saying that the rate per mile that they command is poor and that they struggle to find work. Not everybody. There are people who are doing all right, but their standards or how they work might be different than other people's. But in general, it's a bad time of year. There's no point in saying, oh, the CX is crap, because it's bad all over. And as I say, my customers, they ain't so busy, but they've kept me working. So that will have to do. So Tuesday off, and I'll do a little video of the van when I get it and let you know what I think of it. But I already know what I think about these crafters because I've tried them and I've just given away what I'm getting anyway there, haven't I? Because I'm thick. But never mind, I could edit this, but I'm not going to. So everybody have a great weekend. I hope that the week was okay for you. Any questions you've got, put them in the comments. If you've got any suggestions, put it in the comments. And please give us a thumbs up. Thumbs up help the video get out there. So it's beneficial to me and I'd appreciate it. And if you wish, please subscribe to the channel completely free of charge. Again, just helps the channel get out there. You're not committed to anything. And I'd be grateful as well. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.